Hey, welcome to Mumma. It is late Sunday, September 16th, 2018, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. I apologize for the lateness and also that I didn't do a reading yesterday. I was working all day and then, it didn't flow yesterday. There was no space for a reading yesterday. My day was and night was really full. So anyway, here I am today. The energies around today are really, really beautiful. We have fire, we have Neptune, Pisces, and we have Venus. Venus and Scorpios. To me, the aspects are really strong. And yesterday and today. So there's, Moon and Sag, joyful, exploratory, emotional nature sort of comes to the surface. So you want to learn, you want to teach, you want to speak about things, you want to be inspired and inspire others. You feel the need to wander, to travel, to speak to different people, kind of impulsive, restless, So the moon is squared Neptune and Pisces. So I'm hearing there's no illusions here. The fire, and because the moon's also quincunxing Uranus and Taurus, there's sudden shifts, there's sudden movements, but it's not an illusionary shift. I'm hearing it's a grounded shift. It's a creative shift. It's a passionate shift that comes in because Uranus is all about, thinking outside the box. It's kind of a chaotic energy where things can just suddenly not transform, that's Pluto. Suddenly change. And Saggy just the Archer, just rushing around firing arrows everywhere. So you might feel a little scattered. I felt a little scattered today. A little distracted. I guess that was the square with Neptune and Pisces, that fantasy, sort of watery, imaginative realm that we can sort of get lost in, that fantasy realm. But Taurus is really grounded. So earth and fire elements somewhat sort of overpower that illusionary nature of Neptune and Pisces, because we also have Mercury and Virgo trining Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn, super, it's ruled by Saturn. So structured, moving towards life's goals effortlessly. Then when Mercury's in Virgo, very analytical, knowledgeable, has done the research. So there's going to be shifts in the way you communicate. Okay, I'm hearing feelings. I'm hearing, this to me is more that element of Venus. I think Venus and Scorpio is affecting this energy as well, because Venus is sextiling Saturn. Venus doesn't have any aspects to Pluto. No, but Neptune does. Okay, so there's clarity here with Mercury and Virgo to transform effortlessly. There's real practical energy here for sudden expansion, enlightenment. You're just really wanting to seek stimulation, but you're able to be productive at the same time. So really felt that today. I mean, I was at work in a beautiful environment, and there was a festival going on, so I was able to connect, be stimulated, having stimulating conversations, and yet at the same time I was really, really productive. I made lots of sales. I blended lots of teas, herbal teas, and so it's all about making progress and having fun, and I definitely felt into this energy today. So it's about broadening horizons through communication, through opening yourself up to expressing your ideas with clarity and Just being super articulate, yeah. So the Venus aspects, we have Venus and Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus. So sudden, like magnetic attraction that just draws you in, like it's sudden, it's enlightening. It's like, wow, where did you come from? I wasn't expecting this kind of energy, that jolt of excitement that can happen. It's kind of can be a little bit overwhelming because feelings sort of bubble to the surface and can really like heighten desire, because Venus is also squaring Mars and Aquarius. So there's sort of that overwhelming desire, which could kind of lead to obsession. It's really about going after what you want. Yeah, there's real intensity with interactions with others today. There can be just that intense magnetic connection where you feel like you've known someone for such a long time, but the energy's just electric. Yeah, soulmate energy. This is a real day of connection, of being with others, which leads to such expansion and enlightenment, opportunity and growth. So there could be a chance of love entering your life today. It's a sort of gentle, loving, dreamy energy with, being inspired by people and inspiring people. It's been a magic energy I've felt into today. And then obviously the astrology, the planets are aligned to sort of create that. It was the real free flow of communication. Yeah. Oh, it's coming straight in my face. Excuse me. Just gonna put this down. So I have Osho, and let's just see what the Osho Zen Tarot also wants to tell us about the energies for Sunday, the 16th of September 2018. There's strength there. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to start with these two because the messages are coming through straight away. There's the strength to handle the force of this magnetic connection I'm hearing. This is the card of Gemini and the card of Leo, so, this is a general reading, but if you are a Leo or a Gemini, or you're both of these signs connecting with each other, you have the strength to really, I'm hearing, balance your practical life and the intensity of this connection. The strength to open up to who you really are, open up to what you really want, open up to know that you've been through this process of awakening, I guess the dark night of the soul can be likened to this seed, germinating and sprouting out through this rock. It's a struggle, it's a challenge, but you meet it. You meet everything, and when you meet everything with an open heart and you flow with life, look at the outcome. It's a flowering into yourself, a blossoming into the most wisest, strongest, magnetic, light-filled version of yourself. With absolute courage, I'm hearing peaceful warrior energy. And that creates this magnetic pull towards someone who's very similar, someone who's equally broken, I'm hearing, equally being through some huge challenges, and you're being pulled together magnetically. There's a serenity to this because you're going with the flow moment to moment. You're not getting awash in it, even though this person feels very familiar to you. There's a sense of balancing and grounding yourself. One foot's off the ground though, so you're kind of dreamy and floaty, but you've definitely got one foot firmly planted on the ground, so there is the ability to stay balanced and grounded and peaceful, moment to moment, allowing the love to wash over you when you feel it, just allowing the feelings to come, but then meaning everything that comes up on a practical moment-to-moment basis, because we have victory here. This is about external validation. This is about someone really acknowledging you, finally getting a pat on the back saying, wow, I didn't know you could do that. How did you do that? How did you create this? Where did that ability come from? Where did that gift come from? And feeling like, wow, yeah, I have been through it. I've been through this. I've been through the turmoil I'm hearing, the cracking open. I've been through this for this reason. That leads to this. This is the six of fire, victory, success. Over yourself, I'm hearing, over the way you relate, over the way you communicate, over the way you truly be vulnerable to allow someone else to really see you, because now you're trusting that you're held. This is the Knight of Water. You're held, you're feeling into being held and trusting the flow of life. Moment to moment, you're able to meet everything on the practical level, moment to moment, not allowing yourself to get overwhelmed by the enormity of this magnetic connection. You're just allowing it to unfold, I'm hearing. Okay, if they want to come out. Yeah. This is a feeling of non-attachment, of being fully grounded, of being really abundant, open, receptive. He's so prosperous, but he's not greedy. He allows the free flow of money because he knows if he loses everything, he's the magic. His inner richness is the magic. He's sitting on that book of wisdom. He knows that he's here to experience pleasure. I mean, we've chose to come forth. We can experience this heaven on earth. We've been so conditioned to believe that life needs to be a struggle and that we need to constantly live in fear. But is that true? Check out these women barefoot in the rain, dancing. They know that each moment we get to choose how we feel and how we be. We can be open and receptive to the abundance and the pleasure and the joy of life. This is a beautiful reading. Wow. This is all good. This is all beautiful energy. I don't want to pull anymore because I'm feeling like this is what I felt today. Completely felt this today. It's meeting others equally. Trusting that the right people come to you when they're supposed to, and allowing that open curiosity for what comes your way and surrendering to it. Moment to moment in celebration and joy of the abundance and beauty of life. Yay, I think that's enough. And I looked up and it was 14:44. Happens to me all the time. Okay, so we have the wisdom of the oracle. So to create space for these energies, we need to clean something up. Yeah, hear this. It's like feng shui. It's like creating space. Is there anywhere in your life that you're hoarding, that you're holding on to something? Let's just read what it wants to say. 21. Okay. Clean it up. I just need a drink, excuse me. Okay, clean it up. Getting to the core of the situation. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house. Sweeping away that which is no longer needed. The oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Too much work, overburdened, time to clean house, every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up the unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Okay, relationship message. It's time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It is a perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours. To clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Okay. Prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more so if you do. Okay, and the protection message. This is for someone. It's a general reading, but if you've been guided here, there could be one of these messages may resonate with you and what you're going through. So the protection message here is it possible that you may be focusing too much on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved just as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Wow, that's a really, to allow this prosperity, this joy, this success, this strength and feeling of trust and pulling in, to allow this to come in, you've got to release anything that you've been holding on to. Like, it's interesting, I thought I'd done so much clearing and I got a Qigong healing with my teacher, and there was just a lingering hold with an old relationship, and I shifted it and things shifted straight away. So, clean up house, car, anything that makes you feel a little lighter, a little freer, a little more able to trust and fly and shoot out some new arrows like the moon in Sagittarius really wants to do, to be able to create space to sit with yourself and feel into the pleasure of life rather than the, you know, the infinite to-do list. Get yourself into a real grounded place where you get back in touch with what's important. What's important is having the next new piece of technology really that important? Does it really bring you a lot of joy? Or I guess we just got to really get to a sense of yeah, what's important, I'm hearing. And what's important is connection with others today. And it's equality of connection. It's equal looking at each other clearly in the eyes and seeing the essence of the person. Because this is Leo, this is the inner child, and this is, Leo's been coming up, the sun in Leo has been coming up a lot in the readings because our destiny, our north node is in Leo's in north node at the moment. So this is all about tapping back into our fire, our creative essence, our inner child, beauty and richness, and trusting that life's unfolding this way, and all you need to do is feel into the joy of it. Feel into the ever expansive nature of this. And you can really tap into that higher and higher vibration of this joy of celebrating life moment to moment when you create space. Space within your energetic field, space within your body. Maybe you need a cleanse. This is Virgo season. This is this energy. This is Sun in Virgo for sure. To-do lists, organizing paperwork, cleaning out your drawers, putting all your summer stuff away. If you're going into winter in the northern hemisphere, putting your winter stuff away because it's starting to warm up in the southern hemisphere. Going into your children's rooms and like with them and cleaning them out. Yeah, you kind of put it off for a while because it's not the funnest job, but you know it's also, every time you look at it, it's like, oh, really? And even though it's their space, they actually do appreciate. I mean, it's about boundaries. I mean, if they're open to you going in and helping them clean up, if they're not, you need to respect that that's their space. But yeah, it's really awesome to get your children to really feel into how it feels with lots of stuff around you, then all of a sudden create a lot of space. Because yeah, how the energy feels different. I mean, it's really great to bring some form of awareness to that with children. Yeah, with everyone really. That's about cleaning. So maybe you need to clear the energy of something. Maybe some piece of furniture or something needs purified within your home. You know, furniture carries energy, clothes carry energy. Most of my clothes are secondhand, so you know, I need to either put them out in the sunshine, or if I don't feel like they need a wash, if they're not, I'll just put them in the sunshine. Otherwise, I'll wash them and put them in the sunshine for a little bit, not too long, just to freshen the energy. But I'm hearing piece of furniture needs cleansed, maybe just vacuumed, cleaned, or gotten rid of for someone. It's holding on to that energy that we don't want to hold on to. Anyway, have an amazing Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.